America. It's almost too late. It seems like the forces are getting ready to decide to go in there, and regardless, they're going to go in there and try to take Ed and Louise Brown. They're pretty much setting up their forces right now. They're waiting until the public outcry is at the all-time lowest. Then they're probably going to gang in, rush in. You know, probably send some forces in to take them out. But you know, it's so tragic. Two elderly people decided to ask the law, show me the law that requires me to pay federal and state income taxes. They couldn't show it to them in court, couldn't reflect to it. They used legal trickery in a hands-tied court to basically say, well, this is what you owe, this is what we say you owe, this is what you're going to pay. And they got kind of pissed off because Ed said screw it. He seen it was just a kangaroo court and left to go back home. Well, his wife, being the good woman, Elaine Brown, being the good woman she is, decided to stay through and see what it was all about. They charged her a high bond, gave her an ankle bracelet and told her that stay away from your husband when the time comes. They probably would have sentenced her to 5 years. She never would have saw her husband again. She decided to say to hell with it. She reached down there and took that ankle bracelet, cut it off, threw it in a garbage can where it belonged, and said she's standing by her husband. But you know, I hear so many people out there that want, that their idea of fighting the income tax war is go to this fair tax or flat tax. The neo-borts crowd, as I call them. Well, there's no such thing as a fair or flat tax. The only thing it is putting a new name on old taxes. America, when you finally going to wake up? We are losing our liberties every day. Every time you elect a Bush, a Hillary, an Obama, Edwards, or Giuliani, or any of those clowns like that, like the Giuliani and Edwards crowd would just be another failure like George Bush. And then you can elect Hillary or Obama, who is about the same to me. Don't matter which one, they both vote the same, except one's a woman and one's a man. That's the only difference between them. They're still the same. And more and more we lose freedom every day. Every time politicians think of a new law. And hell, most of the time they don't even back the old laws. They just add new ones. When will America wake up? Will it take the death of Ed and ED&ELAIN Brown to finally show? Would it take them being like another David Koresh? Are the people at Ruby Ridge, are people like that to get killed before America finally wakes up and smells the coffee? What's it going to take, America, to finally realize that you felt freer 20 years ago than you do today? The way the laws are written today, you can sneeze and go to prison. What's it going to finally take before you finally have a belly full? Finally elect some of these morons in office. It's going to take so much of your freedom away. You'll feel going to prison will be freer than staying out here. Well, what's it going to take, America, to finally wake up and smell the coffee? What are we going to do now? I predict in the next maybe few days, maybe not even a month from now, that judge is finally going to put on so much pressure to them to do something about it. They're going to send SWAT or special forces in there. They're going to knock out power, let it stay off till they think everything's good and throw concussion grenades. They'll probably try to bring them out alive if they can. But if drag them before that judge, and the judge is going to simply say, hey, you had your chance, boys and girls, but now you're going to prison. And he'll probably add on an extra 5 more years for them blatantly disregarding authority and being fugitives from justice. But what is it going to take, America? But I believe it's going to have to take their deaths to maybe get a couple of people to wake up and question, is this what our government's about? But I doubt it. 99.9% of the American people are too stupid to even realize what they have and would care less of what they lose. Their more important concern is American Idol and who's going to win if their favorite high school football team are going to take the title next year. Everything else, they don't mean shit. So when are you going to wake up? Your guess is as good as mine.